Okay, we're back. We're back now to inspect existing plumbing drain under the house, under the basement floor, and we had to climb the roof to go down the stack because unable to open a plug on the being so rusted out into the stack. That happens with the metal. Anyway, we're up on top of the roof, and we're going to go ahead and push this camera down the stack. And, this stack looks in fairly okay condition. There's cracks right away. This is the base of the stack here, and as soon as we're down, we already observed there's a cracks on the bottom of this stack right there. And this is a connection to the, I believe this is another stack here. This is actually the plumbing drain that comes from another stack. This is just a Y connection there. There's two stacks down for this house. There's two vents here on the roof. There's two stacks down in the basement. So we're going to go ahead and push this all the way to the, we should be able to go all the way down to the, there's another Y connection there on the left. I believe this is for the kitchen drain. And there's the end of this. This is the end of this cast iron. It's a transition to the clay line. This is just past the, this is under the porch somewhere. And we're going to go ahead and, even though that we inspected this line previously, we're going to go ahead and push this to the house strap to inspect this sewer lead line. No visible cracks. The only thing that needs to be done is probably some cleaning of these roots. And that's my pipe that I use as a guide. I'll take that out later. But this is a trap behind that, so I did not take this pipe out. Yeah, there's no visible cracks on this. It looks pretty good condition. Besides some of these roofs, they need to be cleaned. A little bit of roots right there, and then a little more right there, and a little bit more, and we're back in this transition cast iron. This cast iron is a little rough on the edge, on the end of that, but it's sleeved into this clay line. And definitely there's some cracks here on the end of this cast iron. Right there. And this cast iron has a definitely, yeah, there's This one is kind of almost crumbling in this area. It's very rough in the texture. There's a lot of scaling going on. Scaling is taking off the inner coat of due to the rust and age of the cast iron inner coat of this pipe. And eventually, once that's off, then the pipe is thinner than the previous one, as is new. And there's more chunks of the cast iron. Yeah, this cast iron probably needs to be replaced. There's some more. There's a white on the right side. This is for the floor drain and a washer drain. And we're pulling it back. Pull back. Yeah. There's a turn right there. This, I believe, turns towards yes. Turns towards this stack. And then there's the Y on the left side. That's for the second stack. And there's a hole there. And there's another hole on the right side there. This is the base of the stack. And the rest of this stack looks in pretty good condition above the ground, above the basement floor, but down below doesn't look that great. Now we're going to go ahead and push this camera through this second stack on the roof. There's the one stack that we just were in, and there's a second one right here on the right side of this furnace vent. We're going to go ahead and push this down and inspect this stack. Condition of this stack going through the first floor, or that's the only level there is, and all the way down to the basement space and underground. Now we have some spider web stuck on there. I might have to pull this back to wipe off this spider web. There you have it. And on the bottom of this right now is the clean out plug on this stack there. And we're going down to the base of it, which is right there. And as soon as we are down, we can see the rough texture on this inner coating or scaling on this inner coating of this main plumbing drain. Also, that's gonna eventually Y in second run. So this is the Y connection to the second stack, to the stack that we previously had to inspect. So, and I'm not going to go any further because we already inspected that line downwards. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this back and put this a little better. See right there, you can see the visible cracks and scaling going on. Deterioration and wasting of inner coating of this cast iron pipe. Pull out. This is the plug. The rest of the pipe goes through the basement and through the first level. Looks condition beside this point here, which is may actually have to go. This portion here doesn't look so great. This is the stack closer to the furnace vent. The one closer to the furnace vent. It looks pretty rough condition. You may have to be replaced here, or maybe all the way through the roof. This is the Alright, in recap, we inspect the sewer lateral line from the existing sewer lateral line from the MSD main to the yard vent. There's no visible cracks. Besides, there's a lot of roots that need to be cleaned in that area. And sewer lateral line from the yard vent to the house, it's in an open and serviceable condition. Besides, there's some roots that need to be cleaned. It's just a matter of regular maintenance. Actually, we're going to have to clean that before, prior to move in for the new homeowner. Plumbing drain from I inspected the plumbing drain from the top of the roof down the stack. Actually, I inspected the whole main stack from the top of the roof down to the bottom of the basement floor, and under the basement floor all the way outside to the transition. Cast iron has multiple cracks, and there's a lot of scaling going on, wasting of inner coating of the existing cast iron, which could cause future backups to the new homeowner. That cast iron is going to most likely need to be replaced from this main stake that's further away from the furnace vent. Actually, from just about clean out, including the new clean out on this stack, and the rest of the stack seems to be in a okay condition. And then we inspected a second stack that's closer to the furnace vent and there is some deterioration or scaling going on through going down the stack through, I believe, through the first floor. That's the only floor. That's, you know, main level of this property, and from those visible cracks and waste of the cast iron all the way down with a clean out and to this main plumbing drain that rises into this the second drain, and that would conclude this inspection.